but I love them. I had to have them. They've been on my wish list for a really long time. I was in Amsterdam. It was my birthday, and so I bought them. So.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this side away.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well and looking forward to today's episode. I am home from Amsterdam and quite honestly, I'm still not over it. We absolutely loved it there, and I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed watching us and following us along last Sunday, because it was truly epic, and I was really hoping that I was going to be able to capture what I see from my own two eyes onto the screen so that you guys could feel like you were right there with us. And so many of you have said that you did feel like you were right there with us the entire time and didn't want it to end, which is music to my ears because I didn't want it to end either. I was not expecting to fall in love with Amsterdam the way that I did, the way that we did. We knew that we were going to go and have a good time like we always do, but we just didn't know that we were going to fall in love with this city so much. I just enjoyed getting up every morning, and I am not a morning person. I think I said this in my newsletter last week that I am not a morning person at all, but every morning I was excited to get up and just to get out onto the streets and just kind of find what we were going to do each day. As you guys know, we didn't really plan a ton in advance because we really wanted to have time to just kind of, find things to do on our own without having to follow this very strict agenda. And so every day we had one thing planned. We did try to get our dinners planned in advance just because so many places are really tiny and you definitely need a reservation. But for the most part, out of those, one or two things a day that we had scheduled, the rest of the time was just free time for us to walk around, stumble upon, beautiful streets and canals, as you guys saw. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't think I ever would get tired of looking at those beautiful canals and just watching people, float on their boats down the canal and just watching people walk over the bridges of the canals. I literally feel like I could do that every day and never get tired of it. But it was just very cool to be able to, find different streets and find really cool shops and restaurants and bakeries and coffee shops to pop into. And I think that if you had this set schedule, you would miss some of those things that you wouldn't find unless you were just kind of wandering the streets like we did. So it was absolutely fabulous. So typically when I travel, especially to another country, but just really anywhere, I don't necessarily like to bring back cheesy souvenirs. I don't like to bring back things that you can find at a little cheesy souvenir shop or something that you can find at the airport. I really do try to bring home things that are very meaningful and things that I'm going to have in my home and just in my life, probably forever. So there are 4 things that I typically look for when I am traveling and when I want to bring home things to remember the trip by. So the first thing is something for the home. I always love to bring, like a little bowl or maybe a mug or a piece of handmade pottery or something from the city or the country that we are visiting that I can bring back home and I can place into my home and remember the trip by. I have this bowl that I got when we were in Venice, Italy, many years ago that I still have to this day. I think it was 16, 17 years ago that I was in Italy, and we went to Venice and we stopped by this Murano glass shop, and the actual artist was making the glass bowls there. He actually sketched his signature at the bottom of the bowl, and I still have it. It's over in the living room on my shelves, and every time I look at it, I absolutely feel like I'm back there and I remember that trip very fondly. So something for the home I always love to bring back. As you guys know, I love collecting travel ornaments, so I always try to bring a Christmas ornament back for our Christmas tree, and with Vlogmas right around the corner, I am very excited about the ones that I did pick up. The third thing is I love going to small little bookshops. In every country that I go to, I always visit their local bookstores, and I love to pick up books that are hopefully in the language of the country that we're in, but if not, just like a picture book or a coffee table book or something that I can again place in the home. So I'm really excited to show you guys the one that I did bring home. And then the fourth thing, you guys know that I love scents and fragrances and perfumes and candles, and so I always love if I can find something that just kind of reminds me of a scent that I smelled while I'm in a specific country or city or whatever. I always try to bring one home. I remember when I was in Morocco, we got in, if you've ever been to Morocco, you know that mint tea is huge there. And so I went to a little shop and I found a candle that smells like the mint tea that they serve there, and I still have it. I can't bring myself to burn it all the way down. It's like halfway down, but I'm never probably gonna burn it again because I just wanna keep it. And believe it or not, it still smells like the mint tea. So just like little things that I love to bring home that have more meaning than just like the little cheesy souvenirs that you can get for a few bucks at any shop or any airport. I guess also in this video, I'm gonna have a fifth category, which is clothes and fashion and luxury items, because it was my birthday and I had been saving up to buy some really special things for my birthday while I was there in Amsterdam, and I did just that, and I cannot wait to show you. So I'm gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. I feel like when I'm touching in and showing you guys these things, I'm gonna wanna tell you all these stories, but I also don't want this video to be like super, super long, because in addition to this haul, there are some other things that I want to show you and take you guys to within this video. So I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. So, category one, something for the home. You guys saw that we went to the flea market while we were there. They didn't have that much stuff. I was really hoping to just go crazy and find all sorts of amazing things, but they didn't have that much. And again, like I said in the video, I think it was just because it was on a Monday, it was during the week. I feel like maybe their flea market kind of ramps up on the weekends and then kind of slows down on the weekdays. And then plus it's not really their touristy season right now, so I think that that's probably why there wasn't that much, but I did find a few things. So blue and white pottery is huge there. You see it everywhere. You see it in the shops, in the restaurants, on buildings, on tiles, on floor. You literally see it everywhere. And blue and white pottery really isn't something that I have been collecting or that I would truly gravitate to, but now I feel like I'm starting to collect it more and more these days. So the very first thing that I got is the salt and pepper shaker that I found. It was only 15 euro, and I just really loved it because it had the little brass plate, and then the little two salt and pepper shakers were able to sit right here on the little plate, and I loved it. And for 15 euro, I was like, I'm going to definitely buy those and bring those and put those into my kitchen. So very cute, right? So I got that. And then let's see, while we were there, we also ran by an artist that was drawing and painting pictures of Amsterdam. And so Mark and I spent a lot of time just talking to him, in which he said he actually found this love of drawing and painting during COVID. He was working from home, and he just found himself, like all of us did, at home all of the time, and just picked up this hobby, and he's pretty freaking amazing. So we bought a couple of his prints. We have this one, of course, with the canals and the boats and the trees and the houses. Just, this is kind of a picture that Mark and I would just look at all of the time while we were there in Amsterdam live, but now having this picture in our home, I think it's a really great memory. And then also I think this one too, just of all of just the beautiful row houses along the canals that we fell in love with. Believe it or not, these things are so expensive. We learned that a 1-bedroom apartment in one of these row houses could start at $1 million, which is ridiculous. I feel like I need to look onto some of their realtor sites just to see if that is true, because that seems astronomical, especially if I think ever we're going to move there. But until then, we have this beautiful picture that I'm going to have both of these framed and hung up here in the home. So those are the only 2 things that I purchased at the flea market. Another thing that I got so after we did the flea market, then that's kind of when the floodgates open, and that's when we did a lot of some of the other shopping. And I happened to stumble upon a Japanese handmade pottery studio, and they were actually making the pottery right there. Of course, I had to go in, and I could have gone crazy, but Japan is one of the places that are high on my list for either next year or the year after. And so I thought, I'm gonna wait until I get there. But while I was there in the shop, I bought a few things, one being this really beautiful, I love the crackle. Hopefully you can see how beautiful that crackle is. And then they have like these little thumbprints where your thumb, or imprints where your thumb can just kind of sit, and it just fits really nicely in my hand. So I got this one. And then I also got, again, with the blue and white, these 2 bowls that I absolutely love, right? Beautiful. So I had to bring these. I don't know if I'm gonna actually use them in the kitchen or if I'll just kind of set them on, you know, a stack of books or put them on a shelf. Like I said, I have that one bowl from Italy that I have and I love, and I'll have it forever. And so I'm thinking that these are gonna kind of fit right there within that collection. And then the last thing I got, well, not really the last thing, but if I'm putting them in separate categories, I'll put one of these things in another category. I love this picture. There is something about a photo booth that I just love. And I happened to stumble upon a photo booth while we were shopping, and I had to stop, and I took this one, and I just love it. I'm like, this is actually how I felt the entire trip. And so I'm just so glad that I was able to capture the spirit of how I was feeling, and I'm going to have this framed for sure, and I'm going to hang it either in my closet or I might put it on another project that we're going to be doing today that I'll talk about a little bit later. But love this, absolutely love this. This might be one of my favorite things. So next subject is ornaments. So the first ornament I got, again with the blue and white theme, this came from one of the vintage shops that we stumbled upon right after our food tour. I really loved it. I just thought it was great. And you know, it was just like, this is something that I'm gonna remember that I got specifically from Amsterdam. It doesn't have to say Amsterdam across it. It doesn't have to have a canal. It doesn't have to have the houses. I know that this came from Amsterdam, and I'm gonna be very happy to put this on the Christmas tree. So I have that one. I got 2 more. You guys know that I picked this one up. You guys saw that in the video. The French fries, I had French fries every single day while I was there. I was instructed by my sister Kendra to eat French fries every day in Amsterdam, so I absolutely did that. And so when I saw this this cone of fries with the mayo, the truffle mayo aioli, I had to get it. You know, it's just kind of like those one things that when I pull this out every year and put this on the Christmas tree, I'm just gonna remember all of the fabulous French fries that I ate while I was in Amsterdam. So cute, absolutely love it. And then the last one that I got is kind of a memento of the very first meal that we had in Amsterdam, which was that raw mackerel fish, first thing in the morning with nothing on our stomachs. Oh, I was not expecting that, but when I saw this ornament of the fish and the pickles, if you guys remember, Mark hates onions, and so I asked her not to put onions on the plate, but that typically this meal that people eat typically for breakfast comes with pickles and onions, and then they have like the little Netherlands flag there. I had to get this one. So those are the 3 ornaments that I got. And so then the next category is books. We went into the cutest local bookstore on our last day in Amsterdam, and I happened to stumble upon this book, and you guys probably already guessed that I was going to pick this up. This book, it is everything. It is so gorgeous. I mean, no matter what page that I flipped on, I mean, just look at how this artist captures the light in Amsterdam. It is absolutely stunning. And I am so happy that I found this. I'm gonna put it on our coffee table and just almost every day, just turn to a new page and just really digest this and enjoy it. This book is heavy, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get it into my luggage because my luggage, you know, was already starting to fill up, and I have all this stuff that I had to put there in addition to everything that I brought. So then I looked online and I was like, well, maybe I can just order it online and have it shipped at home. But it's not released here in the US until late December. And I was like, no, I want it now. So I was like, I'll just figure it out. And so luckily I was able to fit this book into my carry-on, and I'm so glad that I have it. And I will have this forever. I want to write just like a little note in the inside, just kind of so I can remember like when I got it, where I got it, the bookstore, the date, all of that stuff. But yeah, absolutely love this. So then the last category is fragrances. You guys know how much I love fragrances. You know, you've seen me at the Maker Hotel, you know, make or actually purchase one of their perfumes. You saw me when me and my friend Jessica were in Charleston and we made our own fragrances. I wasn't on YouTube at the time when I was in Paris, but my sisters and we created our own scents while we were in Paris. It's just a thing that I absolutely love. I have to bring home a scent. And so the thing that's really cool about what I got, I guess like 3 different things. So one thing is the moment that we walked into our hotel. We stayed at the Kimpton de Wit Hotel in Amsterdam, right in the center of everything. Perfect location, absolutely lovely, very like modern and clean. I absolutely loved it. But what I loved the most is the scent. The moment that you walked in, they had a signature scent that I just went crazy for every single time we would walk back into our hotel. And so when I went up to the concierge and I was just like, what is this scent? Can you just at least tell me like where you got it from? Do you sell it? Do you have a candle? And he was like, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but when you check out, we actually give all of our guests a little room spray of the scent. And I was like, well, can you tell me what the scent is? And it's this. It came from a local, I guess, I don't know, perfumery, is that a thing? But it's called Marie Stella Maris, and it is a scent that she made. It's the Amsterdam scent, and this is the room spray that we got when we checked out. He actually gave me 2, so I gave one to my sister Tara. But so this was the store, and I was like, well, is there a store within Amsterdam that I can go and see if they have like anything else, like a candle or a perfume or anything? And so he said that there was, and so the next day we went to the actual store and I went crazy. I ended up buying the candle. It smells so good. I ended up getting the body oil. I got another big room spray. And then also what they had is this, they had some perfumes there. They only had 4 perfumes. They didn't have the perfume of the scent from our hotel, but they had some other ones. And so I kind of got this discovery kit, and they have 4 different scents inside, and each of them smell amazing. I mentioned this in the video that, you know, one thing that you guys were not able to experience like I could were the scents of Amsterdam. And it was like everywhere you went, somebody had a signature scent in their store or their restaurant, their hotel. And then the women just walking around had this perfume that I was just like, I need to find what that perfume is. And I believe that it is the number 18 here. She says this one is very, very popular. So I have just a little sample of it. Now, what sucks about this store is they do not ship to the United States, and it sucks. I went onto their website and they ship a lot of places all over the world, but they said because of some sort of tariff issue, they are not able to sell their items to the United States yet. So I'm just going to keep checking back and seeing if, you know, for one day, if one day they do. I even thought like, maybe if I call them and say that I'll send them a DHL or a FedEx label, if they could put stuff in a box and send it to me. I don't know if they'd get in trouble for that, but unfortunately I can't link any of this stuff because it is not available. I will link the shop just in case you find yourself in Amsterdam. But unfortunately, you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it that this smells amazing. And if any of you ever come to my home, it will smell like this always. Love it. Absolutely love that I was able to bring the scent of Amsterdam home. But not only did I bring that scent home, I stopped by a little shop. I definitely put it into the video last week. And in that shop was, oh, I forgot. I think it was called Rika, R-I-K-A Studios. And it was a small little shop. And the person who worked there was a fashion designer long ago. She decided to do her own brand. And so everything in the store was created by her. The clothes were created by her. The bags were created by her. And the scents were created by her and her grandfather. And so she had 4 different scents. I fell in love with the one that is called Fig. It was not cheap, not cheap, but I sprayed it on me, and when Mark and I left, I just like, I'm gonna spray it on me and just see if I like it. And I just kept smelling it all day long. And Mark and I stopped and we got a coffee and a little pastry after doing some shopping. And I was like, I have to go back to that store and get that perfume. And so I ended up getting it, and this I feel, if I can find a link for it, I will. Again, she was not able to send anything to the US, but if I can find this anywhere at any time, I promise you I will give you the link. This right here smells so freaking good. And I just never know what scents are going to smell like on me, but this one, it's everything. Oh, I love it. I so wish you guys could smell it. I so wish there was like a little thing that you can just scratch and smell it, because it smells so freaking good. So those are my 4 topics. Those are all of the things that I got. And then for the miscellaneous topic, is all of the goodies that I brought home for my closet and for my body. So, oh, I did get, you guys saw that I got this tote from the Anne Frank shop. I got that. I just absolutely love this message. That Anne Frank tour was everything. It was so amazing. I absolutely loved it. And then I also got this actually at the flea market, just a little bag that says Amsterdam. And I didn't want it necessarily for that piece of art, but just because it had a long strap and it was just easy to put as we were buying things, just to put it in this bag, and it fits nicely over my shoulder. And so I didn't have anything in my hand because I had my camera, so I needed to have another hand free. So this one was kind of over my shoulder. And so I carried all of my goodies throughout the days that we were shopping in this. So I got those 2 bags. In that same store where the Rika studio, where I got the Fig perfume, like I said, she also had bags there that she made. This is absolutely stunning. Oh, it is so good. I love the little knot here. It has like a magnetic closure in the inside. It was made locally. I just love it. It is so buttery soft. I do not have a bag really this color. I just love the handle of it. This handle also you can just kind of tuck inside. And then I'm not doing a great job of it now just because I'm trying to hurry. I know I'm taking so long. But you could just kind of tuck it inside and it be just a little pouch. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I got that bag. I also got this little pouch that I love. I think it'll just be a cute little pouch to, you know, like to take out just for a little date or just to go out to, you know, like a little speakeasy cocktail bar. I love this little glass little gem there. I think that's really pretty. And then the inside doesn't have a pocket or anything, but I just thought that it was really pretty. And it's a chocolate brown. I don't have a chocolate brown bag of any sort, but really beautiful, soft leather. Absolutely love it. Okay, so then I went to a vintage store. I really wanted to go to a lot more like luxury vintage stores, but I just did not have the time and Mark did not have the patience. So I just got one little thing from like the clothing vintage stores, which are these glasses that I really like. I think that they look good on me. They're just kind of like a red burgundy color, kind of like the color of fall right now. And so I love those. And I bought those. I think they were like 12 euro. They were not expensive at all. And then the next few things broke my bank a little bit, if I'm being honest, but I love them. I had to have them. They've been on my wish list for a really long time. I was in Amsterdam. It was my birthday, and so I bought them. So this bag from Loewe, absolutely obsessed with this bag. Love this. It kind of gives me the feel of this one a little bit. But yes, I love it. And then you can cinch it, everything. And then, so you can wear it like this. You can wear it, the little pouch like this, or inside, they have little straps. So they have like a small strap, and they also have a crossbody strap that you can so you can wear this so many different ways. You can wear it with, you know, kind of as the pouch. You can wear it as a handbag, or you can wear it as a crossbody. So love the color. Had to get it. I could not leave it. Obsessed. Also from Loewe, this is something that I have been eyeing, and I saw it was on super sale, but it's this beautiful cardigan. I'll pop a picture up of it if I can find it, but it has like the Loewe sign, which I really love. I just think that it's really subtle. I don't know if you can see the detail here, but just on that kind of like crossover, I don't know if you can see that detail, but I love it. It's kind of like a mohair. It's just very soft and fuzzy, and I absolutely love it. You guys will definitely be seeing this on me very soon, as soon as it cools down a little bit. And then the creme de la creme. This one is, you've done an amazing job this year. You have grown this channel to numbers you never thought were possible. You have made more on this channel than you ever expected to make. And so it's time for you to treat yourself. And that's what I did. My Gucci loafers. I love them so much. They are so comfortable. I cannot wait to actually like really wear them in, and just to, you know, make them really wearable. They're just, you know, a little bit tight, but because it has like that beautiful leather on the inside and the canvas on the outside, it's gonna stretch a little bit. And these are just gonna be, I believe, shoes that I will have forever, and probably will carry on down to my niece. I think that once they start to go a little bit, you can get them repaired, you can get the soles redone, and I love them. I have been wanting a pair of these for years and years and years, and I finally am in a spot in life where I was able to get them, and I'm so happy that I did. Stunningly gorgeous. So, oh, the last thing is, and I meant to show you guys this, or I told you guys about this on my newsletter about bag charms. And right now I am all about all of the bag candy that you can put on your bags. So this is my current bag, and I have this. I didn't get this in Amsterdam. Actually, I got this on Amazon for like $12. I'll link it down below, but I have this chain, and then you guys have seen this on my newsletter. I talked about this pretzel that I got this one from Coach. I have my J, just a little initial, and then the one that I got in Amsterdam is this fish, and it's again just kind of like the just a little memento of the mackerel raw fish that we had that first day. And I thought that was just like a cute little bag charm to put on my bag. So I told you guys that I would show you these in my newsletter. So there you go. And that's it. That's enough. Oh, that took longer than I expected, but I hope that you guys enjoyed kind of just going back down memory lane and seeing some of the sites. I'll be sure to pop in some B-roll from last week's video into this week's video as well, so you're not just seeing my face talk for all of this time. But I know that you guys wanted to see everything that I purchased, so I wanted to do that. And so I know it's a little bit longer. I know I promise we're moving on to something else right now, but I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I will link down below as many things as I can. I know, like I said, a lot of things can't be purchased and shipped here to the United States, but if I can find them in some other shop that can, trust me, I will link it down below for you. So moving on, we are going to do a little bit of a project that I wanted to do mainly after I got back from Amsterdam, because I felt so inspired being there. And I just felt like while I was there, I felt like, okay, I'm ready to like plan for the rest of the year. I'm ready to plan next year. I'm ready to like, you know, start to manifest some of these bigger things that I've been wanting to do and wanting to achieve. And so I'm going to put together kind of like an inspirational board in our office. And I'll show you guys that once I get back. I actually have to go out and get some materials, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to DIY it. I could get like a cork board or whatever, but I think that I want to go out and get some, maybe like a piece of wood from Home Depot, maybe wrap that in some fabric. I'm not sure kind of how I'm going to put it together, but I saw a couple of ideas, which I'll go ahead and pop over here on Instagram and as well as TikTok, of how I can create this kind of really cool inspirational board. I think I'll probably have like a calendar up there just to do some planning, but then also just have some things that inspire me and motivate me to do some of the things that I want to do. I have been playing it small, I feel like, for the last couple of years. And that's just because I'm really super hard on myself. You guys are probably like, yeah, right. You're not playing it small at all. But I feel like I am here to do really big, amazing things. And I truly believe in, you know, putting those things out into the universe and then making tiny steps along the way to make those things happen. And something really cool is about to happen, and I cannot wait. Yes, I'm dangling a carrot. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I actually won't be able to find out about it for like another 4 or 5 days. So maybe next week I will share more with you about that. But I think that this board is going to be really, really cool. So I'm going to gather my things, and then I'm probably going to head over to Home Depot, maybe Joann Fabric. I also need to pick up some more clay, which I'm going to be showing you guys that a little bit later as well. So I have some running around to do, so I'll bring you guys with me, and then when we come back, we'll put this board together and see what it looks like over in the office. So with that, I will see you guys in just a bit. So originally I was planning on doing I was probably going to get just some really thin board, and then I was going to see if I could find some cork to put over top of it. But now that I'm in this section, there seems to be a lot of insulation boards that you would put maybe in the walls, or if you would have a crawl space underneath your home, you would have these boards that would kind of fit underneath so that your floors would be a little bit more insulated. And I'm thinking that that might be the easiest and the cheapest route to go. There's a couple of different versions. There's one that's more styrofoam, and then I have one that's right up here that's more of a condensed foam that I think could possibly work. And then I could just maybe find some fabric and put over top of that, and maybe even frame it out. We'll see. But I think that I might go with one of these projects. I just hope that the push pins that I have will actually stick into it and then also stay. So we'll see. Pray for me. So I'm back home now and I'm in the office, and this is the one side of our office, which we have this armoire that I brought in from the kitchen. We have all sorts of things stored in here. We have extra paper and office supplies. I also have lots of extra dishes and just things that you want to stick away into a closet. And then you'll see over in the corner, we have a filing cabinet. We have our printer over there. And then I'll turn you guys around to the other side of the office. In this little corner is where I spend 98.999% of my time creating and working and editing and all of the things. And so what I'm thinking about is turning this wall over here into the wall where I do my little inspirational cork board. As you can see, there's a lot of real estate on this wall that I can really make the board as big as I want to. I don't want to overpower the room with this board, and I don't want to take up the entire space on the wall, but I do want it to be big enough to hold all of my things. When I see this board, when I come into the office every day, I want to feel inspired and motivated and excited about all the dreams that I have and the goals that I plan to accomplish. I also want there to be space on this board that I can put some of my favorite moments. We talk about that a lot on my newsletter, and a lot of those favorite moments I want to put on this board. Specifically, like our trip to Amsterdam, we collected menus and receipts and matchbooks and coasters and all sorts of fun things that just will remind me of the amazing time that we had there. That photo that I got from the photo booth, I definitely want to put that on there because again, I just love how it just shows like the spirit and my energy that I felt while I was there in the city. And so I just want things that just make me feel good and that make me feel inspired on this board. And so while I don't want to take up the entire space, I do want it to be of a significant size. So I think what I'll do first is do some measuring for sure, just to see how much space I want to take up. And then I'll go ahead and cut the styrofoam, and then we'll get the fabric attached to the board, and then we'll decide if we want to add that frame around the board or not. But I think it's going to be a really cool project, and I'm looking forward to getting that up on the wall. So let's go out and get some of the materials, and then we'll go ahead, get to measuring and get started on this project. 4.5 by 3 feet. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's try that. looking really good. I have decided to go ahead and frame out the board very much like I did here with this mural in our foyer area. I just think that it's gonna look really nice. I think it'll finish it off and it'll just be really pretty hanging in our office. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow because we have dinner reservations tonight. We have been on the hunt for the best ramen in this area, and this new restaurant that's located in downtown Raleigh says that they have the best ramen, and so I am up to trying it. They also have a really great sushi menu as well as a taco menu. So it's kind of like an Asian Mexican fusion restaurant I'm really excited to go to. So we're gonna try that out this evening, and then tomorrow morning I'll get up and I will cut the wood to size as well as stain everything, and then once that's dry, I'll get that all adhered to our board. We'll hang it. I'll add in all of my stuff and we'll just kind of finish it off and see how it looks. So let me get ready and I will meet you guys out to dinner. I have had the hardest time trying to find a ramen in the Raleigh-Durham area that I love almost as equally as much as I love ROKC in New York City, which is my absolute favorite ramen. So I got the ramen here, and first off, I'm just gonna try the broth, because if the broth isn't good, then the ramen isn't good. So let's give it a try. You gotta try it. Yeah. I mean, she's gotta try it. Oh my God. The broth, I don't know about the rest of it, but the broth is really, really good. Tara's about to try it. I can tell it's gonna be good. Yeah. It's a smoky taste to it. Right. Yeah, they did a nice job on it. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's really, really good. This broth. So we have been working on trying to figure out the correct size of the framing for our inspiration board. And so what we've decided to do, instead of using our electric miter saw, only because this wood is very thin and I think that the miter saw will probably just kind of chew through it and not make as clean of a cut as we wanted to. So we are using this little handy dandy miter miter tool. It's like, I think it's like $20. It's very cheap. I've talked about it before here on the channel, but if you don't want to invest in the really big miter saw, which is like $600 and some, this also does the trick. So we used this morning. As you can see here, I have a nice little miter cut on both of these pieces. They should fit nice and evenly and smoothly and beautifully like that. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to cut around each of the edges and then figure out how I'm going to attach this to the actual inspirational board. Because it is made of styrofoam, we can't nail this into the styrofoam because the nail has nothing to grab inside. So I'm thinking that we're probably gonna have to maybe both hot glue and wood glue this frame together and onto the styrofoam board, and hopefully that's gonna be strong enough to hold. But first, I have to stain these, and we actually have some leftover stain from our powder room that I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use. It's already mixed up, and I don't have to go out and look for anything new. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting these boards, and then we'll go ahead, get to staining, allow those to dry, and then we'll assemble everything together. So let's get to work. So it's been a couple of hours or so. I was getting some work done just because I'm a little bit behind from being in Amsterdam. When I came back, I had lots of emails and lots of work waiting for me to arrive. So I've been trying to get through that as much as I can. So like I said, it's been a couple of hours. Came out to check these to see if they are dry, and they are. So I think now we can take these inside and just kind of figure out how we are going to attach them not only together, but then also to the board. So I'll meet you inside. absolutely love how this turned out. I think that it looks so good. And most importantly, when I walk into this room, it makes me feel good. And that was the ultimate goal. And I think that I was able to accomplish it. I just love having some of my favorite inspirational quotes on this board, as well as some travel dreams and some motivation and some memories, all right here on this board, because I sit right here 98% of the time. And so having this board to look at, I think is just going to be really awesome. There is a lot of space on the other side of this board. I didn't want to fill it up today because I really want this board to grow. And as I get inspired by things, as my dreams evolve, I want to be able to have space on this board for those to go. So the board isn't completely full, but I have a feeling that I'm going to be able to fill this up pretty quickly. If you guys notice, I did add a light. I got the light from Amazon. It is a brass light. It's battery operated, so it comes with a little remote control, and I think it's going to be really cool to just turn on the light in the evening and just have like a nice little glow all over the board. I love it, you guys. I think that the project turned out well. I can't remember what the grand total was for the supplies to do this, but I'll go ahead and tally that up for you and put it right here so that you can see how much it costs in case that you want to create something like this for your home. I just really believe in visualization, and I believe in if you see your dreams every single day. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you start making little steps, and for me, starting in 2025, I'm going to be making even bigger steps to get towards those goals. Nothing in life is impossible. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm actually going to the NC State Fair. It is here. It only comes once a year, comes here in October. And we really just like to go and have a good time. We like to people watch. We like to look at people ride the rides. I said 2 years ago, if you guys remember the video that I did on the NC State Fair, Mark got me on a ride, and after I got off, I was like, I'm not riding any more rides at the fair ever again, and I meant that. So today we're just gonna go and do some people watching. Of course, we're gonna eat lots of crazy foods. There's some really different, crazy kind of ones that we have our eye on, so hopefully we'll be able to find them and try them. And of course, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me to the fair, but I thought that I would go ahead and let you guys go here and me say goodbye, and then, yeah, we'll go to the fair together and have a good time. So with that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I hope that you have a fantastic week. There is a very small chance that I might not be able to post next Sunday, but if I don't post next Sunday, I definitely will post next Wednesday. Be sure that you're following me on my newsletter. The newsletter comes out every Friday morning at 10 a.m. And within the newsletter this Friday, I will let you know if I'll be able to post on Sunday or if that's going to have to be pushed back until Wednesday. Okay? All right, guys, let me go get ready. I will see you at the fair, and then I will see you on Friday on the newsletter, and then back here either next Sunday or Wednesday. Okay? Bye.
Sun's out. La 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 la. And it feels so good. La 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 la. On my side. La 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 la. And it feels so good. Let's go. La 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 la. Praying hands to the Father. Oh, way too good to be bothered. Oh, living life with no stress. Yes, every minute's my best. Yes, feel like I'm winning the lottery. Buying my mama a house is harder than pottery. Winning it just like I oughta be. Things looking up, up. I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life. Everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in the fresh blue, pussy feeling brand new. Sun is about to break through. Ooh, I love the world today. I'm living on the bright side. I'm living on the bright side.
This is a dill pickle Dr. Pepper. Shut up. Trying a dill pickle Dr. Pepper. That's good. I didn't want to say it was good, but it's good. That is that's really good. From this place.
Anybody want to try?
Oh my god. Yes. Okay. It's a hot Cheeto cheese stick. I thought it was a hot dog inside, but there's no hot dog. They're good. Yeah. If you like hot Cheetos, you like cheese, you like things that are crunchy, a little spicy, very good. But this is good. Which one was mine? This one. This one.
No, it wasn't.
This one.
That one, yeah.
I don't know why that's good, but that is good.
Sunday morning, yeah. Time easy, yeah, yeah. Easy on Sunday morning. On the bright side, I'm living on the bright side.
It's that tank top weather, oh. All my friends get together, oh. Feel it couldn't be better, yes. Tell me this is forever, yeah. Summer days they're getting hotter, shit getting up out the water. Baby, it's beautiful, so that's the future is wavy. Colors are crazy. I'm living on the bright side, looking for
This is the main thing that I wanted to get here. It is a very warm and gooey donut. They are so good.
I knew this bag was somewhere.
The only thing that would make that better is a cup of coffee. So good. So good. It's my last bite. You will not find a better donut, I promise you. It's so good.
just like I oughta be. Things looking up, up. I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life. Everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in the fresh blue, pussy feeling brand new. Sun is about to break through. I love the world today.
I'm living on the bright side.
Nope, I'm not getting on that again.
I'm living on the bright side. I'm living on the bright side.
It's that tank top weather, oh. All my friends get together, oh. Feel it couldn't be better, yes. Tell me this is forever, yeah. Summer days they're getting hotter, shit getting up out the water. Baby, it's beautiful, so that's the future is wavy. Colors are crazy. I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life. Everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in the fresh blue, pussy feeling brand new. Sun is about to break through. I love the world today.
I'm living on the bright side. I'm living on the bright side.
I had to just get a regular corn dog. So good.
I'm living on the bright side. Chemistry's right. I'm feeling so
That looks good. Look at all these. Ooh, they smell good.
Right side, looking for that good life. Everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in a fresh mood, pussy feeling brand new.